What's up, everybody? Zach Frost here. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and today I'm just chilling, playing some Black Adam. He just released today in Multiversus. And I don't know, I thought I might do a different format video today, just kind of get out some thoughts on my mind about just different stuff. Not just Multiversus, but we'll talk about different things. So first thing I do want to talk about is what I think of Black Adam and this update in Multiversus in general. I have to say that I was, at least this morning, right? I was pretty disappointed. In my mind, I kind of felt like Black Adam was going to be, and this is my, just like my bias beforehand because I really like Black Adam as a character in the comics. I haven't seen the movie yet. But, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here a little bit, but I was disappointed because I honestly thought he was going to be, like, broken, right? I thought he was going to be, like, probably Superman level strong, and he's definitely not that. In fact, I would say compared to a lot of the heroes in this game, like, he's just not, he's not nearly as strong. Like, it's kind of a problem when Tom and Jerry can hold their own with him and Gizmo can really give him a run for his money. It's like, I mean, obviously you want the game to be balanced, that's a good thing, but those are more support type characters and Black Adam's a bruiser. So I feel like he's lacking a lot in speed, mainly, and I think Multiversus was aware of this. By the way, I'm playing against bots, so it's not that impressive if we get a win. Shout out to this guy I'm playing with, by the way, Cam Soul. He's awesome. He's helping me grind Black Adam all the way to 15. But back to my thoughts about Black Adam. I feel like that the excessive cooldowns on his moves kind of take away from the fun of playing him. Like, honestly, that's just how I feel, like, and there's also some attacks that I'm just kind of, like, scratching my head, like, why did they design it like this? So, when you do neutral triangle on PlayStation, by the way, so that would be neutral special for everybody, he shoots out a bolt of lightning, right? And at the end of this bolt of lightning is like a little ball, energy ball of lightning. You have to hit the opponent precisely where that energy ball appears, okay? Which, that's what it is. My issue with it is that it does no damage on the actual lightning bolt itself, only on that little concentrated area at the end. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So, if you don't aim it perfectly, like right there, I completely missed, right? My issue with it is why didn't they make the lightning bolt do damage? Right, like not like how it catches, like when you actually hit the move like that. It doesn't need to hit like that where it like stuns the opponent, but just to do damage along the way would make a lot of sense to me, and it would make that move feel a lot more like useful and usable than how it is right now. That's my first thought, right? My second thought has to do with his flight. Now, it's honestly baffling to me that they they chose to make his mid-air neutral special his flight. So right here, this is his flight. I just have triangle mid-air, and that's his flight. To me, it would make... Oh wow, that's game. That's crazy. Yeah. It would have made more sense to just hold down X for flight. Maybe that would have been too overpowered, like, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on this, but to give him, like, another type of attack in place of the neutral special on triangle, because I just feel like when I'm mid-air, I don't have a lot of options for knockout, and maybe I'm just playing Black Adam wrong. You guys are watching me right now, you can kind of see where I'm coming from here. It just feels like I can't really have a lot of good knockout potential with triangle, which is what I'm used to as a Superman main. And again, that might just be my bias, so you guys can't really go by me on some of this stuff, but these are just my random rambling thoughts about Black Adam as I'm playing him. Like I said, this is kind of a different format video, guys, but hopefully some of you will enjoy it. So, the rest of the update I want to talk about too, not just Black Adam. So, they added arcade, this update, which is something that I had been immensely looking forward to. Like, I love anything in, like, fighting games like this that is not as competitive and it's just, like, offline against, like, AI. That's why I mainly play co-op versus AI in Multiversus unless I'm playing with a friend. Because, you know, sometimes I get sick of the competitive nature of it. You know, like, that's just me. A lot of people love the competitiveness, and I do too at times, but sometimes I just want to chill. Like, it's late at night right now, I don't feel like fighting against real opponents to level up my Black Adam, right? So anyway, they added arcade, and I thought that would be my new go-to instead of co-op versus AI. Well, long story short, it's not. It's definitely not. So, the rewards are basically the same as if you were to play co-op versus AI, and it takes a little bit longer to get arcade done because they have buffed the AIs to be way more powerful than they ever were before, right? So that kind of takes away any incentive there would be to use arcade over just regular co-op versus AI. They did make a thing where you have a badge that shows how many times or with how many characters you beat the hardest arcade mode.
Match point for blue team.
So, the hardest arcade mode, once again, may just be me, and you guys can tell me how trash I am in the comments or whatever, but I found it to be extremely difficult. Like not just moderately difficult, but like borderline impossible. I used Black Adam today, and I did it on the easy mode, which is legitimately easy. And I think I did a little bit on the medium. The medium is more difficult than you would expect. The medium to me feels like what hard should feel like. At the end of arcade, there's a final boss called Golden Ring Dog. And like I totally agree that in a fighting game, the final boss of arcade mode should be at least fairly difficult, right? That's how it's always been, like in Street Fighter, like in Bison. And Bison was like unnecessarily hard. And I remember that guy in Street Fighter 3, I think, that he was dressed, he was like red and blue. I can't remember. That's the only way I know how to describe him. His name may have been Omega or something like that. I can't remember for sure. But he was really difficult. But it's like just the right amount of difficult. If you guys know what I mean. Like, you know, it's where it's a really tough challenge, but you're not just about to pull your hair out. Well, with the Multiversus final boss, you want to pull your hair out. So... And there's many bosses along the way. Let me get to those first. So one of the many bosses is Feral Gizmo, okay? And for those of you who don't play Multiversus, Gizmo is one of the weakest characters, I would argue, because he's a support character. He's not supposed to be strong, right? He's meant to be like a support, you know, setup character for the teammate. Well, the issue is that they made this Feral Gizmo mini-boss on the arcade track, and he can knock you out at probably 50 damage with his up air. That, for those of you who don't know, like, you shouldn't be able to knock out your opponent until they're at least about 80 or 90. The fact that this Feral Gizmo boss can do that on 50 is insane. And the amount of damage that these mini bosses deal, it's probably at least twice the amount that a player deals. So for example, like right now I'm gonna hit him for about 10 or 20 with a really heavy attack. They'll hit for 30 or 40. And I mean, if that's what Player First Games was going for, then okay, I mean, they need to do what they feel like is best. But to the casual player, like I would say I'm a very casual player, like that is not inviting at all. Like that's just way too difficult. Like I feel like if I miss one dodge, I'm gonna be dead. You know, it's not like the fun type of arcade mode that I was expecting.
Who you gonna send in?
So that's my thoughts on that. Then there's the final boss, Golden Rain Dog. This Golden Rain Dog is the most overpowered AI enemy I've ever seen in a video game. Like, this thing is like a Dark Souls boss. Like, okay, I may be exaggerating a little bit there, but it's absolutely insane. Like, 2 hits and you're pretty much dead. Because not only does he deal like 3 times the normal amount of damage, but his knockback influence. And for those of you who don't know what knockback influence is, that's when an attack hits you, how hard it hits you back. So how far it sends you when you get hit by it. Well, the Golden Rain Dog's knockback influence is insanity. It will knock you out at like 30 health, basically. So, you know, that just seems a little bit unfair to me. You pretty much have to perfect the Rain Dog boss to get through hard arcade mode, and to me that's just insanity. Like I don't think that's really what they were going for. I know, you know, Tony and the team, they've made it clear like how much they love this community and, you know, how they want to make the game fun for everybody and everything. So I don't think they realized just how overpowered this Golden Rain Dog guy was going to be. So, you know, this boss was going to be. So that's kind of my initial thoughts on this update. It's not what I was expecting, and I probably had way too high of expectations. I tend to do that with games that I really care about and love. And Multiversus is a game that I definitely care about and I definitely love. So, I may have been setting myself up for disappointment, realistically. And that's on me, obviously. But if you guys feel the same way, I'd really like to hear if I'm the only one feeling this or thinking this, right? Because I don't think I am. I was reading through some of the Twitter comments and on the initial post, and a lot of you guys were saying the same things, like how I was feeling about it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, how they could fix some of this. Obviously, the easiest way to fix arcade is just to nerf some of the bosses, like, especially the mini-bosses, Feral Gizmo and Golden Rain Dog, you know. And then I would also argue that a good idea to fix Black Adam would be to just add a few things that I was mentioning, like about the lightning, just dealing like regular damage, like a projectile, with no knockback or anything like that. Just, you know, dealing damage in general. I also think it would be a good idea on this move that I'm using right here, where he like does it almost looks like the Hadouken for Street Fighter. I think it would be a great idea to put armor on it, because as it is right now, as a Superman main, I keep using it thinking that I'm gonna be safe with it, and you're not safe with it, like, at all. Like, you can get interrupted very easily. And the move has a lot of startup, and it's I would say it's high risk, high reward, because, I mean, look at the amount of damage it does. But I do think it would be a good idea to just add armor on it, like they have on Superman's neutral punch. Like, it makes it a better option overall, I feel like. And you don't feel like you're gonna get absolutely decimated every time you use it. So that's another little idea that I had. And I just want to hear what you guys think. Maybe it's just me. Maybe, like, Black Adam is actually overpowered and I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I'm just garbage with him. So yeah, let me know, guys. I want to hear what you guys think. So that is pretty much my thoughts on Multiversus, this update.
Match point for blue team.
Like, I do want to mention that the update before this was Stripe was probably my favorite that the game has ever done. I am a huge Gremlins nut. Like, I love the Gremlins, well, the first Gremlins movie. And I like the second one for what it was. You know, I know it's supposed to be more comedic, but I love the first Gremlins movies. One of my favorites of all time, honestly. And I saw it thanks to Multiversus. I had seen it once when I was like a little kid, and then I saw it, rented it again because I saw that they were bringing Gizmo and Stripe to Multiversus. So I owe Multiversus a lot for that, because I did not remember how good that movie was. It's exceptional, to say the least. But point being, I love the update with Stripe. He's one of my favorite characters now, like a secondary main. So I guess I was expecting that same kind of feeling today. Oh, and happy Halloween, by the way, guys. I completely forgot. I keep forgetting today's Halloween. It's kind of weird how quickly this year has gone by. Like, man.
Let's get this started.
Which I'm going to get into just some general thoughts here in a few minutes that have nothing to do with Multiversus. Just some of my rambling thoughts I thought you guys might enjoy listening to. But yeah, I think I was setting myself up for disappointment because I enjoyed last update so much, man. Like, it was so good. And by the way, sorry about the audio on this level, guys. It gets really loud, the music on this Rick and Morty stage. But yeah, so it's probably just me. I was probably just expecting too much. I was probably expecting like a character who's gonna be as strong as Superman, and that probably was not not what I should have been expecting. So those are my thoughts right now. I am enjoying the game. I do want to say that. I know a lot of people are like leaving the game and complaining about it and stuff, but I am still enjoying it. I do wish there was more to do. And I thought Arcade was gonna provide that, but I don't think it will, at least not as it is right now. And I don't really expect them to change it, at least not anytime soon, because this may be exactly what they were going for, this difficulty. Man, Harley went off right there. What in the world?
Point for blue team.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on this update. Thank you guys for listening to my rambling. So now I'm gonna, if you're not interested in non-multiversus stuff, I suggest leaving the video now. So I'm just gonna talk about some stuff that's been on my mind. So, as you guys know, today's Halloween. I don't know when I'll be posting this, probably tomorrow. So the day after Halloween. And it's just blowing my mind that we are already in November. Like, this year, I can't remember a year that has gone by this fast, especially the past few months. Like, it just feels like it's flown by, man. And I recently started a new class at Liberty. For those of you who don't know, I'm a college student at Liberty U Online. And this is going to be my third to last class, or something like that, before I get my associate's, my biblical studies certificate, which is the equivalent of an associate's degree. And
let's get this started.
I don't know, I've never really felt like this, I don't know what you would call it, conflicted, or like kind of a bittersweet feeling. Like, I'm really excited to get to this point. Like, it's a special feeling to have accomplished this, you know, and to have gotten this biblical study certificate. I've been working on it for, you know, the past 2 years, and, you know, it means a lot to me. I'm thankful for the opportunity, to God and my parents, for, you know, being able to have done this. But at the same time, I feel kind of, I don't know if you want to call it lost, or like, I don't really know what's the next step. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go from here. And I know a lot of you guys will know that feeling. Some of you are too young to know that feeling, which, that's good. That's very good. You all should enjoy the stage of life you're in now. And I am enjoying this stage of life. Like, I feel very fortunate and blessed. Like, you know, my classes aren't too invasive. Like, they don't take up like massive amounts of my time. but just enough to make me feel, you know, busy and like I'm accomplishing something. And I'm able to like focus on the things that I really enjoy, like gaming and that sort of thing. But at the same time, like, I don't know if I feel completely fulfilled in what I'm doing right now. Like, I almost feel like there should be something more, which is why recently I have been considering getting a job, rather than going with the original plan, which was to go for my bachelor's degree. And you know, I'm extremely blessed in this way that I have very supportive parents, and like they want me to just do whatever makes me feel happy and whatever makes me feel fulfilled. So yeah, it's just it's a strange time, you know. I didn't realize that it was creeping up this fast, that I would be done with my classes this soon, and that the end of this year in general, like, we're gonna be celebrating Christmas soon. Like, let that sink in. Like, how did we get here? Like, it feels like that we were just at last Christmas, you know. But again, that may be me too. Maybe you guys feel like the year has crawled by, and in some ways I have. I've gotten sick a few times this year, and that has been not enjoyable at all, obviously. So that did make some of the time crawl by, but
let's get this started.
Yeah, it's just kind of surreal to me that we're at this point. And then what were my other thoughts that I wanted to talk about here? I'm sorry for my rambling, guys. This isn't my traditional type of video. I'm just kind of, I don't know, I just had some thoughts tonight and felt like venting a little bit and posting some gameplay of Black Adam. But I also was going to talk about the Black Adam movie. I have not gotten to see it yet. I really do want to see it. My best buddy, you guys know him from the channel. We've played a few times on here on the live streams. My best buddy Yaro, he saw it and he absolutely loved it. So I'm probably not going to see it in theaters just because of, like, you know, I'm trying to save, and I think I'd rather rent the movie for like $5 to $10 than go to the theater, you know what I mean? And like spend however much on popcorn and all that. I feel like going to the theater is more of an event these days, more than it used to be. Like, that's at least for me, like, just because of how much everything costs, I feel like, you know, I almost go for the popcorn just to see it on the big screen and stuff, rather than actually seeing the movie. So, and that's not always true. Like, for example, I don't know how many of you will be familiar with The Chosen, but it is a TV series based on the life of Christ and his disciples. I shouldn't call it a TV series because it's not really on TV.
Match point.
I should just call it a series, I suppose. But it's excellent. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Even if you're not a believer, like, I think it's just really entertaining overall, and you know, it's encouraging and inspiring, and I can't recommend it highly enough. But my point in bringing it up is that they're going to be premiering the first 2 episodes of season 3 in theaters, starting the 18th of November, I believe. I'm not positive about that, but like, to me, that's something worth getting out, like, and like, to go to the theater for the experience, you know. That's kind of where I am with it. Like, I just don't go for any old DC or Marvel movie. Like, I usually wait till they come out on streaming. And I'm not saying that Black Adam is any old DC movie at all. I think it sounds exceptional, but I guess I'm not willing to get out for a movie that doesn't, like, really excite me. So that's my thoughts on that. I am really looking forward to that Chosen premiere later this month. I can't believe I'm saying later this month. It's after midnight, by the way, here, so Halloween is over. Merry Christmas, I guess. I guess we can start saying that. Like I said, that's just surreal to me. Like, how are we here already, man? I don't know. Makes me a little sad. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me a little melancholy. But yeah, I'm really excited for Christmas this year. I can't really remember a time that I've missed it more. I don't know, this year's had a lot of sadness in many different ways. So I'm really happy that we're to this point again. I think we could all use a little Christmas this year, honestly. And then let's see, what else can I update you guys on? I've been rambling on for like half an hour, so I can probably call it a night. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you all have enjoyed this. I know it's a little unusual, but hopefully, if anything, you've enjoyed the Black Adam gameplay. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with him, you know, like. And this guy I'm playing with, once again, shout out to Cam, Cam Soul, you're awesome, dude.
Who you gonna send in?
Yeah, this is not fun by yourself grinding against the bots for sure. It's way better with a friend. That's one of the things that, back to Multiversus once again, that's one of the things that I don't understand why Multiversus did this, but they doubled the amount of XP it takes to get to level 15. Thankfully, I had gotten everyone to level 15 except for Garnet and Steven, which I don't even own them. I'm not a Steven Universe fan at all, so I just decided not to even buy those characters. But if they ever become free, I'll probably level them up. But now I wish I had done it beforehand, because now it takes twice as long. And I don't know why they up the amount of XP it takes. I feel like that was a really, really odd decision. I mean, obviously they want you to play more. I get that, but... And maybe it was too easy to get to level 15. As somebody who mainly used to play another fighting game, I won't name it in this video because I said that I wouldn't bring it up on this channel anymore, but another popular to play, another popular free-to-play fighting game. Can't talk tonight, guys, but I will say that in that game, I always felt like it was a massive grind to get to level 25, but with Multiversus, it almost feels like it takes it to another level. Like, it's really, really hard. Too hard in my opinion, but that's just me, once again. As it was at the very beginning, I didn't feel like it was too hard. I felt like it was just the right amount of grind. I don't think anybody was like thinking that or asking for that change, like, at all. But maybe they were, I don't know. But yeah, I do wish we were back on the old XP system, so. But, you know, they need to do what they feel is best for the game. Like, I'm not a game developer, I can't, you know, I'm just going by, like, my experience as a player, so. That's that, guys. Yeah, I do miss how more simple it felt to level up your characters in this game. Like, it felt like you were doing more progress rather than just like grinding over and over and over again. But those are just some of my thoughts on that. Maybe you guys will agree or disagree.
Who are you gonna
Let me know. I love reading your guys' comments. It always makes my day to read them. I get a lot of comments on my older videos, and that always, you know, it's always a nice thing to see that notification pop up in your email. It's just really wholesome. And I appreciate you guys. You all have been an awesome community. And I appreciate you for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, that is insane. Let's see. What can I tell you guys to put in the comments if you made it to this point? Alright, how about my most wanted character, Ben 10? I want Ben 10 in this game so bad, guys. You all don't even know. You all don't even know. Especially if it's the Alien Force and Ultimate Alien version. But I might be a little biased on that because I love wearing that jacket. Oh, you guys know how much of a Ben 10 that I am, but... So yeah, put Ben 10 in the comments if you made it to this point. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you got something good out of this video. I know it was just like a lot of random gibberish and babbling, but I thought I might try this, you know. Maybe when the updates come out. And you know what I might do is do something similar to this when I try to beat arcade on easy with every single character. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you all. You're an awesome community. By the way, thank you so much for 300 subs. I don't remember if I thanked you guys for that, but like, that's insanity. I don't even do anything with this channel, and you guys, and it seems like God just keeps allowing it to grow, so I appreciate you guys. I really do. You all, I don't even ever ask anybody to subscribe on this channel, because you know, it's not really important to me. I just like, basically for me, it's something where I enjoy just interacting with you guys whenever I can, and just having kind of like a wholesome community with you all. So yeah, I appreciate you guys very much. You all are awesome, and I hope that God will bless you guys with an awesome November. And I guess I can start saying this now. Merry Christmas, guys. That's crazy. I'm so excited that I can finally say that again. But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. Looking forward to seeing you all in the next video. I'll catch you next time. Have a great day, morning, night, wherever you guys are. Thank you all for watching. God bless.